new Valentine's Day routine. So starting out in child's pose, you take your 5 breaths here, and when you're ready, rise to hands and knees. We'll do this a little quicker than what you would do at home. You would pass several times through cow and cat. And then when you're ready, you're going to level off to neutral, tuck your toes, lift your hips for downward facing dog. And our new landmark, we said that the ears would line up with the inside part of the shoulders. Maybe even press your weight back into your legs a little bit more if you're able to. Good. Bend your knees, walk your feet up towards your hands, and bow forward. Let your head really go. Walk your hands up your legs to rise to stand. There's no rush. From here, you'll do those shoulder rolls if you wanted to. Or you can come up. You're nice and warm now, so I think you're used to our new way, but yeah. And then you could bring your hands out, around, and up, and to your heart center. Good. Down at your sides, mountain pose. Palms forward, a little bit of energy. All right, so our new sun salutation that you're working on. Inhale your arms out, around, and up high towards the sky. Exhale, bow forward to forward fold. Hands can pass through heart center, or you can do it just like that. Let your head go. Inhale, come halfway up to gazing pose. Your gaze point is the spot between your eyes. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Step back into that high plank position. Body's in a nice straight line. Like a high push-up. Good. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. So at home, I would try to take 3 full rounds of breath here before lowering down onto your chest. Good. Locust pose. Hands come alongside your hips. Connect your heels. Lift your chest and breathe. We had talked about on the inhale, seeing if you could lift a little higher. And on the exhale, seeing if you could sustain that lift. So after your 3rd round of breath, release down, hands underneath your shoulders. I'm going to pass through a kneeling push-up. Tuck your toes, press into your knees, lift your pelvis and your hips, and then press down to rise up. Strength. Wonderful. Tuck your toes. You might have to walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. There you go. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to downward dog. Perhaps shaking the head yes or shaking the head no, so you know you're not building tension there. And then again, either walking your feet up towards your hands or trying to step your feet up towards your hands. Let's try that. Right, left. Do. Very good. And you can always mini walk up the rest of the way. Beautiful. Gazing pose. Come halfway up. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale. Bow forward. Inhale. Sweep your arms out, around, and up high. Reach long. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Tree pose. Turn your right knee out to the side. Find that point in front of you, that non-moving target. And when you're ready, bring your foot to the inside part of your leg, your calf. Good. Keep feeling your knee open to the side wall. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. So ideally, work to make this 5 breaths, and if you need to come out of it, then you do. You can always either come back up into it or just say, that's good enough for today. Set your foot down on the ground, hands down at your sides, hip circles one direction, and the other direction. Same thing, second side. Tree pose. And just like the tree, feel like you're growing some roots down into the ground. Feeling that energy rise up through your body, breathing in and out. Feel your knee open a little bit more to the side wall if that's available to you. Good. One more inhale. Lift through your torso. Exhale, set your foot down on the ground. Feet about hip-width distance apart. Bring one hand across your body like you're touching your opposite shoulder, that little bit of a twist. And then go the other direction. Twist and twist. Yeah, that's the way. And you do that several times. And then just rest your hands at your sides. Good. Perhaps stepping back up more towards the top of your mat for sun salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and up high. Reach long. Shoulders down. Exhale, bow forward. Hinge at your hips. Release into forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Gazing pose. Gaze point is the spot between your eyes. Exhale, come down and step back into plank. Take a deep breath in here, and then lower onto your abdomen for shoulder roll. Let's start with the right arm out first. to your abdomen. Same thing, second side. Yeah, I think you have your scooch opposite, but that's okay. You have the choreography of kind of how to roll the body down, and that's great. There you go. I'm glad you worked that out. Yeah, bring that hand that's closer. Yeah, sorry, I can't do my left and right that way. So bring that in closer to you, just so you have a little stability.
So this can be bent?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And it can be even closer in towards your body. That's fine. Yeah, stabilize that. That looks great that way. Sorry if I didn't catch that on the first time. Go really look up towards the sky. There. And add breath. And then roll out of that. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders, both hands underneath, and then lift your chest. This is called Cobra Pose. We didn't give a name when we did it before. Lift through the crown of your head. Beautiful back bend. Feel your shoulders roll a little bit back, that external rotation. Good. Exhale, come on down onto your abdomen. Good. Pass through a kneeling push-up. Cross your ankles, have a seat. And then for abdominal strengthening and toning, we're going to work with boat pose. And I didn't say this before, but it would be fine to double up your yoga mat underneath your seat a little bit if you feel like your tailbone's uncomfortable under the ground. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah. You can make it as cushy as you need to. All right, so it's going to be opposite arm, opposite leg. We come to this by bending both knees, feet hip-width distance apart, and first just really get into your strength of your core. And then extend, choose which leg you want to do, and bring the opposite arm out. Make your hand like this. Kind of facing in, yeah. So when we do the full expression of the pose, the hands will face each other. That's great. Really pull your belly button in towards your spine. Lift a little bit through the crown of your head, and then you can bend your knee. And take a wrap of your hands around your shins. Just relax, maybe rock a little side to side. And then you would do the same thing second side. And then from here we talked about options. You could simply lie down and relax. You could take a seated meditation and relax. Or when you finish this side, you could cross your legs and come back onto your hands and knees into downward dog. So you have some options of how you want to close your practice. I think that this is a good place to move towards. This re-stretches the spine after you've just done all that abdominal work. And then walk or step your feet up towards your hands. Coming halfway up, lengthen through your spine. Beautiful. See if you can straighten your legs a little bit more here. Yes. Exhale, bow forward, release. Forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and up high. Reach long. Bring your hands through heart center, right at your heart, palm to palm. Exhale your hands at your sides, mountain pose, palms forward. Great, and that's your new routine.